Reincarnation of a king long gone, the highest enlightened nigga sitting on top of the sun.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Danny, aka King Bub, and we are here once again with the NPA, and I believe this is week 11? I think this is week 11. I'm hoping it's week 11. So we are going up against a Radioactive and his Iowa Hawluchas. So before I get into the team and all that stuff, first I want to say good shout out to my boy Hawluchas tonight. He's my AC. He's my assistant coach. Usually I was building by myself before like weeks past, but now I decided to ask Hera if he wanted to help me out, and he is helping me out, so that's really awesome. He gave me some good ideas and some cool sets that you're gonna see on one of my mods in a couple minutes when I explain it. And so make sure you guys do check him out. I'll probably leave his link in the description, something like that. Hopefully I remember, because I tend to forget things. But yeah, so we are going up against Brady, and make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe before the battle starts, because your support is very much appreciated, guys. So thank you for that. Thank you. We're almost hitting 350 subs, which is pretty awesome and a pretty huge accomplishment. So let's read up on the team that Brady can possibly bring, and that is Thunder's Incarnate, Pelipper, Bruxfish, Registeel, Ludicolo, Golurk, Nihilego, Keldeo, Lurantis, and Ribombee and Delphox. So you can actually see his team at the moment right in front of you guys. You can see the team that he actually did bring. So we see that he brought the Registeel, the Thundurus, the Ribombee, the Golurk, the Nihilego, and the Keldeo. So pretty much stuff I did expect him to bring. So I definitely knew he was going to bring the Registeel, because it's a decently good wall against my Mega Pinsir, which, you know, Mega Pinsir is a very scary threat, something that you have to prepare very well for. And excuse me while I fix my mic stand thingy-majigger. Alright, cool. So I knew he was going to bring Registeel. I knew he was going to bring Thundurus. You guys already know my team is very weak to electric types, and Thundurus is one of the top electric types to ever have. So definitely Thundurus, I knew was coming. I had a feeling, what's it called, Golurk was coming. Golurk's actually a decently good threat against my team. I think I prepped pretty well for it, but I saw that it was pretty annoying against my team, because like a rock polish set or even a choice band set can hurt my team as easily revenged by my team, like Greninja and things like that, and Celebi can revenge it if it's not a Scarfer or anything like that. But it's still kind of annoying to really want to switch into, so you're gonna see why we did what I brought that actually handles Golurk pretty nicely. So, and the Nihilego I knew was also going to come, because that thing is scary. That thing with the beast boost is very hard to take on, and it actually hits my team extremely hard, so I had to be very careful with that. Keldeo was another one that I thought was going to come, even though my team somewhat handles it pretty well. I had a feeling he was going to bring Keldeo, because it is a scary threat, and if I don't prep well for it, then he knows he can calm my sleep or just choice specs the hell out of my team. So I have to be very careful about that. And then also, what did he bring? The Ribombee was an iffy toss-up. I was thinking either Ribombee or Bruxfish, or even Pelipper to take on things like my Conkeldurr and things like that. So it was between Pelipper and Ribombee in my head, and I'm actually happier to see Ribombee, even though it is a scary threat, and I can't really say I'm happy to see it, because it can be kind of scary. Ribombee gets Quiver Dance, Ribombee gets all that stuff, so I have to be very careful around the Ribombee, because I do not want to let it set up, and I do not want it to really damage my team, because I don't have the best switch-ins to Ribombee, so I have to be careful about that. So I brought Conkeldurr. So Conkeldurr, it's a pretty cool Conkeldurr. It's pretty much my biggest win condition alongside Greninja. So Conkeldurr is a substitute bulk up set, so it's really pretty much here to take advantage of Registeel as much as I can, because Registeel is annoying mon, but against me it's actually a pretty good way for my Conkeldurr to set up. So I have Thunder Punch and I have Drain Punch. So as you see, Golurk can be a big problem with that, because I cannot not hit Golurk, and that is kind of annoying. So me and my assistant coach were kind of like thinking between the two, because first I had Knock Off and Drain Punch, but Thunder Punch would hit his team a little bit better. So that's what we decided to go on. We did go on Thunder Punch, and even though having knockoff would have been better overall in this match, Thunder Punch does come in handy, as you will see when it comes up. It comes in handy pretty nicely. So that is Conkeldurr. Hopefully Conkeldurr can put in the work and be our win condition this week. Next we have a Choice Spec Greninja, because he does have the rain. If he did want to bring the rain, then Greninja just really run through his team. Choice Spec Skull did like 40% to a Keldeo under rain, and of course with a chance to burn hopefully, but you know we never get burned, so that's not gonna happen. And what else? Greninja just Hydro Pump, Skull, extra sensory to hit the Keldeo if we do want to catch it on the switch, and then Dark Pulse, just overall stab, something to hit hard, even though Scald is probably the thing we're going to be spamming the most, especially that he didn't bring Pelipper, so his switches to Scald are a little lessened now because he didn't bring that Pelipper, so that's pretty awesome. So Greninja's very important too. Gren or Conk I can see being my win conditions this week, and can just put in a massive amount of work, so I'm super excited for that. Next we got Meloetta. This is the set that my boy Hera made for me. I used to have Kamala in this spot, but then he told me he thinks Meloetta would have been a better fit. So I was doing some homework and studying for my finals, and I told him to just send me a set, and I'll use whatever set he sends me, as long as, you know, he backs up why he's sending it to me. So this is a very physically defensive Meloetta that can also take special hits. So it has a lot of HP. I think it's like full HP. It has a lot of defense, bold nature, a little bit in special attack, and then enough speed to outspeed a a modest Ludicolo, and then a little bit in special defense. If it did have, I think it did have some in special defense. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure it did. So this thing can actually take 2 Earthquakes from a not choice banded Golurk. It can take Thunderbolt from a Thundurus pretty nicely. It can take hits from Keldeo very nice, and it can also take hits from Nihilego. So it's a pretty nice mod to fit in. And when I saw all the calcs and why Hera thought it was better to bring than Kamala, I decided that I will bring it, because it proves to me that it's pretty nice. So it has Shadow Ball, Side Shock for stab, of course, Shadow Ball to hit Golurk, and then we had U-turn for momentum. So if Registeel is going to come in, because Registeel can be a very obvious switch into Meloetta, and we can U-turn out, then go into Conk, and then, you know, just scare him and things like that. And then we also had Rest and a Chesto Berry, because if we can keep this thing healthy, it can be really annoying for his team, and I really do like Meloetta. It's a pretty cool mod for this matchup. So next we have Celebi. It is especially defensive Celebi to take on Keldeo, and that's really why it's here. It's here to take on Keldeo. It can do damage. We do have a lot of special attack investment in the Celebi, and then we also have a Kaiba Berry, whatever the hit. Is it Kaiba? What's it called? Oh my god, I forget. Whatever, the Ghost Resist Berry. I forget. That's weird. I usually always remember the name. But we got the Ghost Resist Berry, so we can take a hit from Golurk, and then we can wipe that thing out with a Giga Drain and get a lot of health back and things like that. We also have Giga Drain, Side Kick, Leech Seed, and what else? Recover. So even though Leech Seed is giving us health back, I wanted to use Recover just because, just in case we need to stay healthy, and Leech Seed is not working for us, and we need to stay healthy with Recover. That's why I put Recover there, for us to be able to have that nice juicy health. So as you see, Giga Drain, Side Kick hits everything on his team really hard, except the Registeel that we can Leech Seed and then go into Conkeldurr after that. So Celebi's pretty nice. I do like Celebi a lot in this matchup. Also, Meloetta and Celebi are really good defensive, bulky offensive mods, I should say, that they can actually put a lot of pressure on his team. So I do like that a lot. Next we got Mega Pinsir. I believe it's Sword Stance, Return, Quick Attack, and Earthquake. Mega Pinsir doesn't do a lot against this team, because there's a lot of things that can revenge kill it, like where Bombi can do a lot of damage with Moonblast, Thunders can destroy it, Registeel can wall it pretty well, it can Thunder Wave me. We do a lot to Golurk, we do a lot to Nihilego with the Earthquake, and we do outspeed it, and then we can quick attack the Keldeo. So Pinsir's a pretty nice mod to at least maybe chip away at his team as much as I can. I can play around with it. It's not super important like Greninja and Conkeldurr is. So that is Mega Pinsir. Not the biggest deal in the world this week. Hopefully it can just put in a lot of work. Hopefully we'll see. And next we got Stunfisk, of course, coming in every week, pretty much, I believe so. So Stunfisk, I do believe, has Rocks, Discharge. We also have Rest on Stunfisk in case we want to stay healthy, and then we have Scald. The reason I ran Scald is because Golurk is a good switch. It's to stun Fisk, and so is Nihilego, and getting some nice damage on these two mons are pretty key. Can really help out our team a lot. So I decided to run Scald and hopefully get a burn on Golurk if we do catch it on the switch or something like that. That'd be very nice. So that's pretty much the team. I felt pretty confident going into this one. My team, I felt, had a lot of offensive pressure that can pressure his team. And me and my boy Hera talked about it, and we said if we see Registeel, if he does bring Registeel, then I'm definitely 100% going to lead with Conkeldurr. So that's what we do. So we are gonna see Radioactive here. We're going against Radioactive, which is pretty dope. So we are challenged by Pokemon trainer Radioactive, and we're gonna see what he starts off with. And he does start off with the Registeel. So I already knew his nickname, so as soon as I saw the nickname, I knew it was Registeel, and I thought we were in a very good position right off the bat. Had a feeling he was going to start off with this thing, and I didn't know if he was going to stay in scouting what Conkeldurr is going to do, but either way, I am going for the substitute. And as you do see, he goes into Ribombee, and this is where I say Thunder Punch came in handy, because you're going to see how much damage Thunder Punch does to this Ribombee, which Knockoff and Dream Punch wouldn't have done that much to the Ribombee. So you're gonna see he's gonna break our sub, obviously, with the Moonblast. And Moonblast obviously gonna break our sub. Conkeldurr, but sitting nice. Conkeldurr just sitting nice behind that sub, ready to do some damage to this Ribombee. And we're gonna see that it is a life for Ribombee, which is pretty interesting. So we know it's gonna be doing a lot of damage if it does hit our team. And we smack it with that Thunder Punch, and that does so much damage. Conkeldurr getting the leftovers back, and we're sitting on a good amount of health. Conk just sitting pretty here, and his Ribombee at really low. So I'm gonna go into my Meloetta because it's a decently good switch into his Ribombee, and we're gonna see if we can take this Moonblast, and we do take it. But then I totally forget that Ribombee is also a bug type, so I was like, shit, I have to switch out here because I forgot. Obviously he's gonna have Bug Buzz, so I switched into my Pinsir, which can be a little iffy of a switch. But the reason I switched into my Mega Pinsir is because I knew I'd live this Bug Buzz 100%. I already calculated. I knew I would live. I already put the Life Orb, and I calculated I knew I would live a very little, and I'm just gonna go for the quick attack here because, like I said, Mega Pinsir is not that huge of a deal, and if I lost Meloetta there, it could actually be pretty bad, and I'd rather lose Mega Pinsir than Meloetta if he did go for the Moonblast or something. But we lived everything he pretty much went for, so that's why I did go into Mega Pinsir and then quick attack, and that Ribombee is down on the ground. So next he's gonna go into Keldeo, and I thought here for a while, I was like, why would he do that? Does he have a Cobra Berry? I was guessing he had a Cobra Berry or something like that. So I switch out into my Celebi because the easy switch into this Keldeo, and we see that he has Aqua Jet. So that's when I was like, all right, no wonder he switched into my Pinsir, because I could have done a lot of damage with quick attack, and then he does reveal the Aqua Jet. So here I go for the Leech Seed, not expecting him to stay in, and he goes for the taunt, and he stops me from Leech Seeding, which is fine because Celebi it's just doesn't care, because we're gonna Giga Drain here. Hopefully we don't get a Scald Burn, because that'll be nice, and we do get Scald Burn. I always get Scald Burned every single time. The first possible time it can happen, I'm gonna get burned. But we go Giga Drain, and we do massive amount of damage to this Keldeo, and getting all our health back. So Celebi sitting here really nice, and just smacking this Keldeo in the face. So here I was thinking of going for Psychic, because I was expecting his Thundurus to come in, and he brings in the Nihilego. So if I went for Psychic, that would have been really nice. I probably would have almost killed this Nihilego, because Giga Drain actually does a lot of damage, a good chunk of damage to this Nihilego. But Nihilego is really scary. Like I said, I don't have the best switch-ins into Nihilego, and if it gets a speed boost, that would suck. So here I do believe I should sack my Pinsir, because I do not want to sack Meloetta. I do not want to sack my Celebi. They can still put a lot of pressure on his team, so I had to make sure that I kept them healthy, and I was not able to live a Sludge Wave from this Nihilego, and I needed to scout to see what type of Nihilego it is. And he does get the Beast Boost in special attack, so I was hoping he wasn't Scarfed and he's actually Life Orb. So now I know Greninja can just come in and click Scald and kill this thing, because like I said, we are choice picks Greninja, and I don't even have to risk the Hydro Pump because Scald is a KO from this range. So Greninja coming in, getting a nice little revenge kill against his what's it called, his Nihilego. He couldn't switch in his Keldeo, because then I just click Scald twice and kill the Keldeo. So that's why he had to sack that, or he'll pretty much sack anything else. If he went into Registeel, I just went into Conk. So he goes into Keldeo. I'm not gonna stay in. I switch into my Celebi. He goes for Hidden Power here. I thought he had Hidden Power Bug, and I was like, shit, he got me. But it wasn't. I don't know what that was. Maybe Hidden Power Electric. Hidden Power. I really don't know what that was. I don't know why he would have Hidden Power. Here I go for Leaf Seed again in case he doesn't want to taunt. It doesn't hurt me in any way at all. And then I go for the Giga Drain. I believe I go for Giga Drain. Or Psychic. I think I actually go for Psychic. Yeah, I go for the Psychic in case his Thundurus wants to switch in, and I could do a lot of damage to that Thundurus. And then Psychic obviously is going to kill Seabiscuit here. So Keldeo goes down. Celebi picking up a kill very, very nicely. Celebi doing good, doing good. I'm liking Celebi somewhat. I wasn't a big fan at first, but now it's like, you know, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's a cool mon to use. So I go into my Gypsy Fisk, the Stun Fisk here, obviously, because Thundurus can just do a lot of damage to my Celebi, and I actually would have lived that Dark Pulse pretty nicely from that Thundurus. And here I go for the Scald. I knew he had to go to Golurk. I was like, he's gonna make the play to Golurk. Let me get the Scald. Let me do some nice damage, and let me get the burn, please. If that burn, let me get the burn. Let me get the burn. No burn, of course I'm not gonna get the burn, but that Scald actually really did not do a lot of damage, so I was thinking he was like an AV Golurk, or at least just really, really defensive. So he's gonna go for the Earthquake here, and my Meletta is gonna be able to live because we are EV to take 3 Earthquakes from this Golurk as long as it's not banded. And here I'm just gonna rest up because I'm gonna be able to rest up, get my Chesto Berry, and then do some damage next turn. So that's always really cool. I was expecting him to go for another Earthquake. We get our Chesto Berry, and we eat this Earthquake. Meletta, just so bulky. Why is Meletta so bulky? So we're gonna see right here that we do eat the Earthquake pretty nicely, and Meloetta just doing work. Good job, Meloetta. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball and do some very nice clean damage. And sorry for the lag there. I don't know what happened, but he goes for another Earthquake. We're gonna live, and then when I hit him with the Shadow Ball, I 100% told me he was AV because it did not do what it was as much as it was supposed to do. So here I actually went for the U-turn because I was gonna U-turn into my Celebi to take the Earthquake. So this was perfect because now as Registeel comes in, I U-turn out, and I go into my Conk. And this is where I did say to myself, I wish I actually did have knockoff, because right here, he is gonna go into his Golurk after I go into my Conk. I'm gonna go for a sub, and if I did have knockoff, then I could have went for bulk up, and I pretty much would have just won the game. I could have just bulk up and then sub again, or just bulk up until he couldn't break my subs with Earthquakes anymore. Because Conk is really bulky, and we do have a lot of HP. So since I only do have Thunder Punch and Drain Punch, there's no reason to bulk up here. I expect him to go for an Earthquake. I don't expect him to go for a Shadow Punch. So I am just gonna go into my Celebi. I do believe I go into my Celebi here. So yeah, I do go into Celebi, eat up this Earthquake pretty nicely, and then I think I go for the Giga Drain. Most likely do go for the Giga Drain. I wasn't expecting him to switch out because Golurk is kind of useless now. So bam Celebi getting some health back, and we're looking nice and healthy with Celebi here. Golurk goes down. Celebi picking up 2 kills. Very nice from Celebi. Taking down the Keldeo, taking out the Golurk, and yeah, Celebi putting in the work. But then this thing comes in, and this thing is annoying, and this thing is very scary. So I was hoping it wasn't a Nasty Plus set. I was hoping it was like a Choice Scarf set or something like that, because then it's not as scary. But he does reveal the Nasty Plot, and I was extremely scared. But I did see last time when he clicked Dark Pulse, he wasn't Life Orb, so I should be able to live an HP Ice from his Thunder. But he goes for Psychic, so he does not have the HP Ice, and we go for a Discharge here to get some nice chunk of damage. And if he had what's it called, Agility there, that could have just been game, because Thundurus is so good against my team. He goes for Psychic again. I was about to go into Greninja there, but I didn't want to risk it in case he for some reason clicked something else. I just couldn't risk it because Greninja is the win condition right now, because it's the only way to take down this Thundurus. So like I said, Stunfisk goes down, Greninja comes in, Choice Pick Scald, wipes out the Thundurus, and Greninja picking up 2 kills, also wiping out the Nihilego and wiping out the Thundurus. Greninja's a freaking monster, very good revenge killer. So in comes Registeel. I have no reason not to go to my Conk. There's no way he can kill my Conk. If he Thunder Waves me, it doesn't really matter. It's just gonna boost up my guts, and this thing's pretty much dead. So He goes for Toxic actually, which I'm totally fine with because now I'm still going to be faster. I'm still going to get my Guts boost, and I'm just going to pretty much demolish this Registeel. There's no reason I should go for the bulk up or a substitute because I already got the Guts boost, so there's no reason for that. So I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch, and as you're going to see, he does reveal the Chapel Berry, which is fine with me. I'm totally fine with that. I'll just get some of that yummy health back and do a lot of damage to the Conk. And as you saw, that did so much damage. You guys know Registeel is so bulky. There's a lot of mobs that hit this thing super effective, and it still doesn't even do that much. And with a Chopple, I did like 30-something%. That's wild. So obviously the next hit is gonna kill him, and he did have Rock Slide, which I did expect because that hits my Mega Pinsir, and that's something I did expect. And I'm guessing that's like the only move he has, because that's the only thing he hit my Conk with, and that just does no damage. So Conk is just gonna click Drain Punch, and he's gonna kill this Registeel, and we do win 4-0 against Radioactive, which will now put us to a 7-4. 7-4, I believe, is our record right now. So that's pretty awesome as we see Registeel go down. So the team worked very well. That Thundurus was very scary. I was extremely scared of that Thundurus when I saw it set up a nasty plow. I was thinking if he had agility, this could just be game, because electric types are just so good against my team, and it's very hard to handle because Stunfisk is just putting a lot of pressure on Stunfisk. Mon, they can't really recover. So yeah. But we do get the win. We do beat Radioactive 4-0, which is very nice. So we are, like I said, 7-4. I think a +2 differential, which isn't that great for a 7-4 record. But hey, it's whatever. We need to win, and that's really what matters. So this win actually clinched its playoff for us, which is pretty dope. We clinched the playoff. The playoff race, we're in for sure, because no other team can hit 6 below us. We'll hit 7, I should say, that are below us. Only Jerry is right there with us. So if Jerry does lose one game and we do win our next game, then we are first seed in our division, and Gold division, which is pretty nice. That's what I want, because I do want that bye week 1 of playoffs. That'd be very nice. We get to just rest and see what happens, and then we take on whoever wins in the match that's under us. So hopefully Jerry does lose one of his games and we do beat Joe in week 12, I believe, or week 13 or something like that, because we do have a bye week next week, so you guys will not see a battle next week. We do have a bye week, and then the week after that we battle Joe Dor, the commissioner, as our final game, and we need to win, and we need Jerry to lose so I can get that first place spot. That's really what I want. I want to get into playoffs and have a bye week, the first round, and the only way we do it if Jerry loses one game and we win our game against Joe Dor, which is possible, and we'll see. Hopefully we'll see, but we're in playoffs, and I guess that's really all that matters. And our team's doing decently well. I mean, for a team that just came in and had a pretty shitty team, it's an okay team now. It's fun, but it's not really well balanced at all, and it's hard to use sometimes, but we're doing pretty well. I do like that. So we're in playoffs. That's awesome. Hopefully we do well there, and I will not see you guys next week because it is a bye week, but we will be versing Joe Dor and the Seattle Sea Kings 2 weeks from now. So I will see you guys then. I hope you did enjoy. It was a fun battle. Leave any comments, anything you want, any questions that I didn't answer, and like always, guys, have a beautiful day. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I love you, fam. Peace out.